How's it going, guys? Welcome back. It's Keith. This is actually an unboxing for Chris from CD Scale Models. He definitely wanted to see what was inside the box, the Petty Superbird. I am over the moon with this kit because it's just one of them kits. Mike made my day when he sent me this kit. Like, not this exact kit. Mike sent me the Superbird and I've been treasuring that kit for a special build. But then I wanted a NAS kit, I wanted a truck NAS kit. And obviously a truck NAS kit and a car NAS kit. But the truck was first on my list. But when I entered the giveaway and I won this, and I had a choice to pick between this and the others. Obviously someone was looking down on me, which could have been my grandfather, as he knows I love them and it reminds me of him, because that's why Mike sent me the first one I got, and I still haven't built that. I opened it out and what was in it was the front grille on the one Mike sent me. Came with a photo etched full front grille. So it wasn't like it was an aftermarket part put in there for me from Mike. Mike actually got the kit with a photo etched part in it, which turned out, now I only found that out because I only opened it the other day to look at it in comparison to this one. So yeah, exact same kits they are. But Mike's one that Mike sent me had a photo etched front grille, which was exciting. But I didn't see one in this one yet. He probably hasn't got one, but this is an awesome car, an awesome kit, and I'm so glad I have the NAS version and the stock version. So the stock version is going to be getting done like a purpley candy purple. It reminds me of the one my grandfather was had hanging on his pool table room, his conservatory. It was on his wall. He had that as like a reminder type thing of a dream car of his when he was younger. So first of all, I'll start off with because I didn't do anything to any of these bits. This kit was a fully sealed kit from Monty as well. So yeah. First of all, stock street tires. Not street tires, I wouldn't call it street tires because it's a bloody NASCAR. But yeah, treaded tires with Goodyear printed onto the side of them and blank walls on the other. So you can do whichever you decide to do. One little clear piece here I have is for the spotlights or the lights, small lights that would be on the Superbird that's used for NAS racing. Because I don't think they use lights unless it's the 24-hour thing that goes on. I know they have floodlights to light up the track, but this is in them. And anyway, probably if you want to do it a street build, that's probably why it's in it. I don't know, but yeah, that's in it. Just two clears, tires. First half of the spray. Now I cut the crown sprue in half so I could fit everything back into the box. Today it still amazes me how they get so much stuff into one little box, and when we open it we're struggling and fighting to try and make it fit without breaking on. I don't know how they do it. But anyway, the first half of the chrome sprue is, as you can see, piece of the engine here. Also the top cover which is supposed to, I think that's supposed to be dechromed. The Hemi, for the Hemi, because I know I built the Cuda. It was the first muscle car Revell had with the Boss 302 Boss 69 302 Boss kit that I got from my local, because that and the Chevys, the 57 Chevy Bel Air and the Chevy Indy convertible Bel Air pace car. So yeah, as you can see, it has these Superbird Dodge wheels hollowed out as well, so like you can see they're not one piece, you can see through the barrels, which is good as well. The detail is there in the wheel. So that's one part of the sprue. Chris from CD Scale, he was the guy that was very interested in this kit to be unboxed, so that's the main reason I'm unboxing it right now, is for Chris to see what's in the kit. Maybe because he might want the chance to pick it up himself. And me, if I could pick up this kit, I wouldn't pick it up now that I have it twice. I wouldn't pick it up every time I was in the local hobby shop. I'd pick it up though a couple more times myself if it was ever in my local hobby shop. But there's the second stock wheel from a Superbird, Dodge Superbird. They were actually the racing wheels. So these are the stock wheels, I'm sure. I could be wrong, could have it backwards, you guys would know. Then we have the shifter. We have the mirrors, round chrome mirrors. We have the alternator. We have an extra large rear view mirror in length. That's what I mean by extra large in lengthwise. It's a lot bigger than 124 scale and 125 scale rear view mirrors. You have the valve cover things. That's in chrome. I don't know what this piece is off yet. It could be a grill. This chrome piece. One of you guys could probably tell me what that's off. See, a lot of these kits nowadays now I won't know what half of the parts are. I know these two things here are like for the top of the engine if you want to use them carburetors type of thing. And there's the other parts of the carburetors. Now when Mike sent me stuff there last year, that remember the box package he sent me. But me and Mike have something going down as well now recently. We organised it recently. I've owed Mike a kit since then. It's not necessarily like I owed him. He told me clearly, don't you worry about it, Keith. You look after yourself and your family. Don't worry about sending me anything back. And as he said to us, I don't take no for an answer. I'm definitely going to send someone back something if they send me something. So I was waiting for so long for a certain kit to come in from Mike, and it never came in. Even after my hobbyist modeler shop owner told me that he had ordered it in and he couldn't get it in, but when he ordered it in, he ended up ordering in the die-cast version of 124. So, long story short, they never got back in that kit for him. Mike has been waiting. He hasn't even bothered to ask about it. He hasn't annoyed me. He hasn't, he's not that type of guy. He didn't give to get. None of that. He sent me all this stuff before now. You remember the stuff he sent me, the box. It was nearly $70 shipping. And then for all the stuff that would have been in that box would have easily came to roughly over there, I don't know, probably about another 50, 60 quid. Probably even a little bit more, I don't know. But it was costly. it would have been costly. If it was in this country, it'd have been double, triple that. Because we pay double, triple, whatever you guys pay, because we're not car culture. So the abuse there, like eBay, the abuse that seems that they're the ones that own the property that they're selling, like the stuff that they're selling, they can put on whatever price they want. So yeah, the abuse that, I think. But anyway, back to the kit here that I won in the giveaway from Monty. And again, shout out to you, Monty Davis. I hope you got me card that sent you. I think you said you did, actually. I'm glad you did. Back to the kit. We have the rear bumper, which I don't think they used bumpers when they were in NAS racing, but it's a cool looking bumper. Could use that on a Charger or another muscle car. It's cool. I am definitely building this kit into the Superbird NAS kit, because I wanted a NAS kit. So I'm definitely building this kit into that NAS kit. There's the decals. Being that it's an oldish kit, yeah, they've yellowed. I haven't got the micro salt stuff that softens decals, that helps you with decals. So I'm hoping when I buy that, I am actually gonna, you could leave in the comments for me please, if you could, if you think I should put a light clear coat over these decals before I use micro sol as well, to put them onto the car when I'm using them. It's a shame if these decals crack up in the water on me, like I've heard happens. Especially the Road Runner as well, the little Road Runner decals that you can see there, number 6 and number 7. Two little Road Runner me boards. But yeah, there's the decal sheet of the NASCAR. Around them looks yellowy. The back of it is blue. I don't know if that yellowy colour is supposed to just look like that, but the white numbers, they don't look like they're too yellow, but they're not as white as they could be. I put them into this plastic myself to try to protect them more. I actually only just done it. So yeah, Monty, this kit is awesome. I love it. I love it as much as I love the one Mike sent me. Exact same kit, only the NAS difference, and Mike's came with the photo etch front grille. So Richard Petty 70 Plymouth Superbird. You just won't get bored with the I won't show you the thing instructions, because I'm sure many of you guys have seen the instructions for this exact kit over there, because you have probably built it numerous of times, and I've had it maybe numerous of times too. But here's the Virgin bag is ripped open right now. So here we go. That for a body. Never thought I'd say that about a car, model car. But there you go, there's the Superbird by Revell, Richard Petty model. As you can see, it has, Revell don't usually do that, don't you know, but it has the firewall moulded in, and the battery moulded in, and the water bottles, like the little fill up windshield stuff and whatever else they use, coolant and all sorts of stuff is all that's all moulded into the body, as you can see, into the front of the chassis, or in front of the the body, with the frame, which, cause it's going to be painted in the body colour, is actually not too bad of an idea to do that to most of the kids, I think. Next we have the dashboard. I know it's harder for you guys to see on camera the detail. I hope it's bright enough for you as well. I'm right under the light. It's a yellowy white bulb I have. It's an LED light bulb I'm using, but it's yellowy rather than white. I like the cold white colour, the bright LED colour. Then we have the rest of the engine there, like the top halves of the engine that goes on the valve covers. We have one of the subframes. We have the transmission and half of the block, engine block, with the oil pan already half moulded onto each side as well. So when they get joined together, the oil pan is already on it, which is another good idea. Then we have the spark plug, the coil pack thing. We have the seats. These seats probably don't get used because being a sorry lads, it's very early in the morning. I find it very hard to talk in the mornings when I'm only awake. I didn't even finish my cup of tea. My dog there that you can see in the background scratching his head or trying to scratch his face or whatever, he doesn't stop annoying me. He loves tea, so I don't have to give him my cup of tea. He drinks out of the cup of tea. I put it down on the ground for him and he drinks the tea from the cup. But yeah, I find it very hard to concentrate in the morning without a proper cup of tea, so I'll have to go in and make one now after the unboxing. A nice detailed interior tub with the back seats in it. It's not like one of the used one last kits where I've seen is built that have a full cage and like a skeleton frame and then the body goes over it. That's a NASCAR, I know. This is probably and the NASCAR before that time. This is probably one of the first NASCAR types, if you get me. Use it no more than I'd know. So again, that's another thing you can correct me on. Because we don't have NAS racing. I remember I used to see my granddad sit in his lap and watch Saturday and Sunday racing over in America. They were racing over in America on circuits. Down the 360, full circle laps. The racing. I used to watch them when I was only a kid now, 6 and 7. I was over 30 something odd years ago. But nice interior tub. You can see the pedals are moulded in, the centre armrest is moulded in, the door cards are moulded in with some detail, not very deep detail, but there's detail. You can see the door handle and all, you can see the window roll down thing, you can see all that. So yeah, white is very hard for you guys to see on the camera. With left hand drive, I've actually started to build a few of my cars left hand drive that come left hand and right hand drive, just because I've gotten a few kits from you guys that are right hand drive. So here we have the infamous Superbird spoiler. We have the what we'd call nowadays the pig nose, because it's similar to a pig nose bumper off a 240 SX or 240 SX and 180 SX. They used to call them pig nose bumpers. They were similar to that. Not as sleek, but similar. Pointy-ish and all, the way the Superbird one is. But we have the spoiler, we have the hood with the hood pins and the cables that come off the hood pins. Then we have the wheel backings, we have the intake, we have, I don't know what those flat pieces are yet. I know you are probably looking down, this idiot doesn't know half of the parts on the tree. But this is all on my league, lads. These are all cars that were just dreams, and like I said, I'm not long modelling, so they're all models I thought I'd never ever be able to have. So I'm grateful that I have them. Very grateful. Yeah, the Superbird spoiler, the hood, and that could be the front little lip type thing, splitter like. We have the side scoop vents, or the front hood scoop vents. We also have, yeah, the intake and then them square things. I don't know what they are. Next sprue will be the rear tail part, where it says Plymouth on it, for the lights to go into. The rest of the engine parts, the exhaust pipes, the headers, steering wheel, the fan, the front where the radiator would mount. I wouldn't call it, I was going to say a front firewall, but it's not. It's actually the front front skirt. Is that what would you call that? I don't know. Put that there, and anyway, for the front of the car, for the fan to go behind the radiator. There's the fan, the dryer shaft on a leaf spring diff, all ready, all in one piece. Another cool design that they done, especially being an early kit. One of the little sprues has broken off the tree. It's the belts, the pulleys. So I'll put them back in the box in case I lose them. And now we're down to the last piece, the chassis. Now, I'm going to ask you for your advice on this. Do you think the four wheels should be the same size all the way round, or do you think I should put bigger tires on the back? Because it did come and it was sealed, so this is the only set of tires it came with. Is these good year tires? Now I have a set of tires as well that are off the Chevy Bel Air that were a bit bigger than one set, because I got 8 tires I think for that one kit. And I got a little white clipping that you can clip on the opposite side of the tire for white walls, if you get me. So if you want to let me know in the comments, you can let me know which you would do, because I'll take your advice more, because of you see these cars driving around. You go to these cars meets where they have the meets. You go to all of the likes of that stuff over there that a person like me can only dream of. You know what I mean? So yeah, it helped me out if you could give us a few little tips on what I should do, whether the back tires should stay the same or if they should be. And I am going to try, if the decals hold up. Like I said, I've been too lazy and the ink shop where you buy the ink has still not been open. Now I can buy it online, but buying things online you don't know what you're gonna get. I'll probably get wrong stuff. I need to get the right stuff from the inkjet printer, you know what I mean? It has got the numbers of the cartridges I need to get. So I just need colour. I have enough black. I didn't use the black and white, if it's even black and white. I just used the colours for all my cards. Now I got about 70 shop cards, 70 or 80 shop cards, and being that they're very colourful, when I printed them out for you all, I got 70 or 80 of them, and the colour ink cartridge ran out. So since then I've needed ink for my printer. It's a wireless printer. That's handy. It's easy to use. I send stuff to it by Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Because I'm not tech savvy, that is the one. If you're not tech savvy and you're looking for the printer to print because I'm actually going to print decals. I am actually going to print some decals. I just have to get the decal paper too. Another thing, I've had these little indentations. See them little, they're like little dents in it. I don't know, yeah, I think that's the back window. And they're deep. Like, if I sand them, I'll make the window real scuffed. So I'm thinking maybe I'll stick a decal over it or something just to cover it up, because they're deep. It's on the outside, it's not on the inside. It's on the outside. You can hear me finger. That's me nail scraping the dent scratches in the back window that it was moulded like. It obviously happened in the factory. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I need to get myself some ink, because I need to print out a few more shop cards for a few guys that haven't got them, and a few new subscribers I've picked up. And I get about what Shamey and a few of you guys are saying. John Paul, you have to get resent one out as well. John Paul, you're in Canada. And Gary Lane from, well, sorry for saying the second name, Gary from the Fallout Shelter. He actually got one sent out by me the day he sent me out the decals, and that hasn't arrived yet, because I'm sure he would have let me know if it did. That didn't arrive as far as I know yet. So I've 2 or 3 to go to Canada, and then I've 2 to go to Germany. And then there's a couple that have not received them yet. And I made a mistake. I have a Jeff. If the 3 Jeffs I'm gonna mention now are watching, just let me know so I know which one you are. There's a Jeffrey Strong, a Jeffrey Cincinnati, and a Jeffrey Thorpe. Which I think Jeffrey Thorpe, because I got to know him first, I think he's Poppy's RCs. If I'm wrong, Jeff, you can give me a punch in the head when I visit America. But if I'm right, that's just good memory. For one thing, and anyway. But there's the little start off on the truck, lads, that I started last night. Remember, I showed you the box art of the Hilux. I had oh, there's too much stuff on the top of the box there to show you. I had purple where I have blue. Where I have baby blue, except on the calipers. I hadn't got it on the calipers, but I put it on the calipers myself, just because it was on the dry shafts and this is